Hi, everyone. I'm Christopher Thornycroft with Redwood Logistics, and welcome to the Redwood Rundown for the week of April 28th, 2025. Yeah, not a lot's going on, right? It's everything is totally normal. Okay, where do you want to start? Tariffs. All right, let's start there. Impact of tariffs. So far, we have not seen the impact of tariffs on our inbound ocean volume. We're pretty flat with last year. However, if you look at ocean bookings, those are coming down. Ocean bookings are a leading indicator for ocean volume. So our leading indicator does suggest that we are going to see a decrease in volume coming soon. For right now, we are flat. When you hear things like Port of Los Angeles is down 35%, that's for 1 week. By the way, it's down to, they're going to be down to 31%. They're going to be down to 31% next week, not 35, because that number keeps changing. And then the week following, that Port of Los Angeles tracker is actually supposed to be up 6% year over year. So make sure that we're watching this news very closely. We do think that there is definitely going to be that slowdown of imports. We can see it in the bookings data, so it's coming. It's just not here yet. Some assumptions are being made that slowdown would have started as of April 2nd. But we haven't seen that in the data. That's not what we're seeing yet. So that would say that the slowdowns are starting sometime soon, but not quite yet. We'll be watching very, very closely. Okay, next, let's talk about executive orders. Executive order that drivers must be able to read and speak, understand English. Let's start with the big one that's the obvious one, which is this is already a requirement. However, what the executive order states is that it has not been enforced and that there's going to be a larger emphasis on enforcement. When this came out, admittedly, I was pretty skeptical. How would they actually do this? Well, since that executive order has come out, we've gotten reports from our carriers that they have been stopped in Arkansas. We already knew that was happening. Tennessee, New Mexico, around the El Paso area, other places of Texas, Arizona. So there has been a pop-up of drivers actually being stopped and being checked for their understanding of English in those states. All I can think of when I hear this is, one, oh my God, road check is going to be painful. The drivers don't go out for road check from Texas anyway. They're always getting stopped in Texas. There's lines. We have our fleet that's down in Texas operating, and we always get the video every single year of the line of trucks that is stopped for these inspections. So road check is going to be a nightmare. On top of that, the other thing that I can think, if this is happening in the South right now, oh man, is pressure from the South going to grow? I think that pressure from the South is actually going to outstrip the potential decrease of demand that we have been seeing. And yes, demand is still down year over year. It's been down year over year for the better part of the year. The scary part about that is demand's been down year over year already. What happens when that import surge that we've been seeing gets pulled away? That's where some of the vulnerability lies. But regardless, what we are seeing already as far as tender rejections and just generally pressure in trying to cover freight is that Florida, Georgia, Alabama, South Carolina, all of these markets are getting tighter and tighter and tighter every single day. Right? Yeah, you have the Vidalia packing season that went live on April 15th, but we're not seeing the huge produce boom yet. That's not part of the season. It starts up slowly. If we're seeing this type of pressure and we haven't even gotten there, what's coming next? That's what we've got for this week. Until then, we hope the Bears keep drafting awesome tight ends from Michigan. Take care, everyone.